All right, so today we're just kind of getting a few things taken care of. We just did the one brake cable, not the brake cable, the brake pad wear sensor. We just crimped it together, put it back up in there on this side. That way somebody can still replace it if they wanted to. This car, this has a little bit of seepiness going on. It always has had from the oil pan gasket. It's pretty minor. It looks bad from this angle because we're from this angle. But after sitting here a week, that's all the oil drips it had. And that's a tiny amount because it fans out on that plastic. Next thing is I just seen something is chewed off the secondary water pump cables. Sweet, and that was chewed off right level with that. But I think there's still enough on here where I could strip that back and re-solder that. I have a pretty good soldering iron. And we need to put the shroud back on this thing or leave it off. I'm not sure. Whoever buys this, whatever they want me to do, we'll do that with it. And this car did have a new rack and pinion, new tie rods, and control arms. Not those control arms, but the thrust arms and all that crap. So this car is actually in pretty decent shape. Sway bar links are still good on this. So there we go. I did run to the store. I finally got some Mobile 1 5W30 for the E90. Just trying to get a few things done on this. We're gonna fix this, turn off the airbag light, and we'll put this down in the lower shop for today. Put the E90 on the lift. So we'll be back in a little bit with that. Let's see here. A little bit of this. And you take her knife. We'll clean the tip nice and good. All right. We're on the needles now, boys. A little bit of that. Maybe a little excess on there. Put that thing over here. I got that off, I think I got that off Amazon. It's for doing circuit board stuff, and it comes in really handy, as you can see here. Then we'll just do a little bit of this. We'll touch a little bit of that on here and it should suck right to it. There we go. We'll go up here. Oh. Here we are. All right, got a little custom work done on that. Something like that should hold as good as, you know, before. You could actually cut those off. You have another one. I might have another one. I'll look. But something like that's pretty sturdy. This thing, then you get the laptop, which is sitting there charging, and reset that light. You can see this tire I was talking about before has some cupping to it from those old control arms. You can see a little bit on the video on the inside, and that makes it where you could hear it. Sounds like you have mud tires a little bit, but that's all that is. Other than that, the tires run out good. The car actually runs very, very good. So let's see what this light's all about, and then on to the E90. We're scanning this thing. It's got a whole bunch of codes actually. The battery is dead, so let's see what we can wrangle in here. So slow. These E39s, these E46s are so slow to scan. Just a totally different system. So we got the air in the GM module, the IHKA, the MRS, IKE, DME, EGS, and the LCM. That's interesting. Let's see what the actual codes are. Activation cylinder 2, never had that before. MRS is a belt tension driver. So it's one of these seat belts. Got an air for the mass airflow, but some of this stuff might be, yeah, some of this stuff's from having the battery go dead or disconnected. Steering angle and all that stuff. Power supply, central locking. Let's just reset it. Delete. Delete. And let's see what comes back here. So here's what came back. Display fault memory. Steering angle sensor, but I think that should go away once we turn. Or it could be something with ABS pump. Everything's off right now on the dash. Probably just need to drive it. Acoustic transmitter disconnected, gong tone. That's not plugged in, that's why. That's in the trunk. MRS internal control unit, seatbelt lock driver, belt tensioner. Yeah, so unfortunately, after a while, the seatbelt lock mechanisms just go bad. Got a whole bunch of airbag stuff. Sensor for side airbag. MRS power supply. Seatbelt lock passenger. Huh. Interesting. So definitely got a seatbelt module issue. All right. Get this thing up on the ramp, on the lift, whatever you want to call it. Depends on where you're from. We get her in one shot. Yeah. They'll probably do it. So let's see. So you get these little short cars and they're hard to get on this 10,000 pound lift. So let's just see. Saying it was leaking on the front a little bit because of the old Vanos solenoids, but I haven't seen it leak anything since, so we'll see. Everything don't look too bad under here. We're gonna have to pull this plate. Oh hell. Yeah, we're gonna pull the metal plate because the sensor's right there, the drain plug's right there. So get some gloves on and let's get her done. Whew. Get the old ears, huh? Well, won't come off. That's all right. We got a little something for you. $16. Let's take this outside for right now. We'll get that little wiping off before we put that back in. Everything's super easy with the new lift. What's a dead bug with oil on it? Eesh. There's that. Let me see here. Let's see. This is trash. Those are trash. That's trash. Those bolts are trash. Okay. Remember to get rid of this. So what you don't want to do is let oily rags sit around. Burn your damn shop down. Okay. Drain her out. That was a 16 also or not? Let's see here. 17. Leave that out. Sweet. I was gonna measure this, but I don't think it really matters. And this car had a oxygen sensor that's hardwired. It got ripped off or chewed off. I don't remember which it was anymore. All right. Oil looks kind of black. It smells very, very, very gassy, like it's been running rich. Interesting. Oh, they would change the filter in this damn thing. We like just changed this not very long ago, but we probably should. Let me grab that and I'll put a new ring on this to be on the safe side. G816, I'm pretty sure this is one for this car. Yeah, it's a smaller one, so I remember right, this is correct, hopefully. We're gonna steal the washer out of it, right? Because the N54, the older one's just slightly bigger. There's that. I'll stick that in there. We'll give that just a minute to finish draining. Okay, so here is the new sensor and the old sensor. They do look dramatically different, but this is the genuine, the original one. This one's a Febby Bilstein one. So the plugs are the same, everything's the same. Hopefully she functions the same, it should. We're gonna go ahead and put her back up in here. Remember how this freaking thing went, and like that. It's like so. I know the light's in the total wrong. Let's bash my face in that tire, huh? Okay, everything's plugged in. All right, let me go and zip this plate back on her. I gotta wipe it off. We'll be right back. In hindsight, I should have took this off first. Let that drain. I have a little bit of the original oil in it this way, but doesn't really matter. Oh. Then you go and do that. I guess it doesn't matter either way, huh? Oil looks nasty. It still looks gray. Grayish kind of color. Which I guess when you spill it on the side of the block, you can see it easier, huh? I still have a, what do you call it? Oil filter housing gasket to put on this thing. Don't know why the damn, I'm gonna put some more on there. Look at that filter though, it's all crushed. I don't know what the hell kind of filter. We'll look here in a second to see what that even was. I don't remember at this point. I mean, it's just real gassy, right? I don't know. That wasn't a man. I don't remember what I put in there last time, what the situation even was. Go back and look at the video. Let's take this outside. I've never seen one of these come out quite like that before. Jesus Christ. Yeah, that's like... Could that be the problem? It's like collapsed. See how it's sucked in? What in the hell? When I did this, Parts Master. That's right, I didn't have any man filters last time I changed this. This is a Walmart filter. But I don't know if this is the issue or not. I mean, we had this problem before and after we did that. But you can see how collapsed, how convex that is, or concave, or whatever that situation is. Let's put this back in here. You know what? Now that I think about it, I don't remember where I got that filter. I didn't order that though, that's for damn sure. Put the cup back in there. Let's get her. What was the deal with that? Had to be a Walmart or AutoZone or something. And I'm usually not one to buy. I think we had a problem with this thing with the O-ring leaking on that before. Oh no, I know what it was. I didn't change this. John changed. He had the quick lube place change it last time. We had a, because they put a Chinese filter in it. We took it apart that time, it looked fine, but the oil ring was leaking. So I just put a new oil ring on, is all I did. So this has never been changed. We have no idea what the hell kind of oil is in here. That's what's going on. It's like, man, why would I ever put that filter on it? But I didn't, that's why. But you see what happened? It sucked the whole freaking filter in on itself. We're gonna put that little O-ring on her too. Yeah, so when I sold this car to John last year, he had the oil changed at the Pennzoil Quick Lube place. Just get so many different cars, you can't remember exactly what's what, and then once it leaves your possession, oh boy, it's just hard to tell whatever happens to it after that. Anybody's guess at that point. This cup's acting weird too. So could that wonky oil filter cause this? Well, man, it sure the hell could have. To be totally honest. Get enough oil on that where it doesn't stick. So go back in with the man. With the manly man. So that's why it was holding the cup over full. It couldn't drain back in. That's why I pulled the lid off. It just came out everywhere. It should never do that. Just snug up. Don't freaking hog that thing down. Let's try to get a little bit more wiped out of here. Oh my God. And these engines definitely don't like oil on the belt, and that's what we got. But that's why when I took it off, it just, blah. Let me put her cover back on her too. We'll wait just a little bit before we do that. Let me snap all the other crap back in there to do that. Okay, so all that's done. Let me get the oil, and I got some Mobil 1 to put in it. Well, I'm gonna be freaking pissed if that's all that was, that wonky oil filter causing Vanos codes. Kind of makes sense though. This car never really had problems with that before. Actually, the camera's still going. Went to the old DG. A lot of you guys saying your dollar store doesn't have Mobil 1 and all that stuff. I don't know what the situation is, but I got 5 quarts of full synthetic 5W30. This is the new label. Then they didn't have 7. This car needs 7 or 6 point something. So I had to get some 2 high mileage. It's all exactly the same thing. 5W30, Mobil 1. One's high mileage, one's not. So I don't think it makes a slightest damn bit of difference. What we're doing here. Okay, let's make sure the camera's still going here. Still going? Yep, still going. And a lot of you guys say, I mean, a lot of you guys don't. A few people say in the comments, oh my God, this guy's bought oil at Walmart, oil at Dollar General. It's all the same stuff, right? Walmart's always the cheapest, but I wasn't at Walmart, so I didn't go there to get it. This is $5 a quart. It was like $37 or something around that neighborhood for everything with tax and everything. A little more than Walmart, not as much as O'Reilly's. It doesn't matter where you buy it, it's the same damn thing. Now, lid's on, drain plugs in, sensors plugged in, oil filter's done, ring is on, ring is lubricated, that's tightened down. And let's, oh, hold on, Damon here. Well, let's leave it on the lift. Let's start it up. We'll check for leaks, and I think we're ready for a test drive. Everything's good. Probably sounds picky on the video, but everything sounds good. Let's go and let her down. Hook this up to it and see what we got. Okay, so here's where we're at. We need to reset the service interval for the oil, but it's showing not quite all the way full. And let's go in the DME. Let's see what this is. Pre-stored fault code, so it's probably still as a Vanos intake. Electric cooling pump missing. IBS, what the hell? Tells you battery sensor missing. That's sweet. Don't know why I've never seen that ever before on this car. Just clear and rescan it and see if it clears out. DME still got codes. DME and FRM. Data bus communications fault. Interesting. Now it says no fault code available. Let's just do that and continue. Data bus communication fault present. Healing counter, frequency 1 healing counter. The only thing we did different was put the other sensor, and we might need to reset. Possible causes: short to B, short to ground. in bus wiring harness, one of the connected BSD bus users, fault status readout. See, this kind of walks you through what to do here. It's a readout. Status change within 90 seconds. Permanent fault. Okay, so here's where we're at with it. The Vanos code went off. The IBS stuff might be because the battery is getting low. We don't know. I'm gonna drive it a little bit here and see. Somebody set to check the oil service interval 70 miles. I don't know what the hell, why that even is. I'll have to change that in coding to put that back at the right interval. So it says constantly engine oil. I noticed that when I got it back from it said that. I don't know, somebody at that shop that changed oil tried to reset. Who knows, right? Who knows? So far the Vanos code's gone. We'll just see here. We'll give her some beans and see if that filter was all over a problem or not. And it runs pretty much flawlessly. Definitely got some oil on the exhaust after spilling that on her. I guess the belt flung it over on her. You smell a little bit. One more time, let's give her the... Holy! Definitely makes power now. I don't see any smoke. I don't see anything wrong at all. Now let's go back home. Let's rescan this thing. We'll turn it off, restart it, rescan it, and see if any Vanos codes come back. We might have that sorted. I just want to say, this thing by far makes more power than any time I've ever driven it. I remember we did delete the catalytic converters in it. You know, it just rips you back in the seat now. This car has always been down on power. So I think it was a compound issue here, but the Vanos codes are definitely... Check engine lights out. Let's go ahead and rescan this now. Let's delete this. Definitely some good progress. And that's what's so bad about it. Like any other shop would have said, oh, it's ticking, change engine, change engine. And I was about to do that. If I would have done that, that would have fixed this because you would have changed the filter. But it wouldn't have been the problem, right? Because we don't have any ticking at all anymore, so it's not, you know, starving from oil. Hope it didn't mess anything up, but holy crap, man. We still got a code in the DME. We never had an IBS problem before with this thing. We might have her now, boys. The idle's perfect. This car is never, let's go up and down a little bit now. Oh, the AC's on. Let me turn that off. That's because the AC was on. Display fault memory. Yeah, so we still got the data bus communications fault. That's not a big deal, but I think overall we're fixed. I think the Vanos codes are permanently gone, hopefully. So I don't know. I'll leave this thing hooked up. We still gotta do some coding to fix that oil service. I tell you what, seems like we're good to go. What a fiasco. Got that done. That airbag module and the E39, I'm probably not gonna mess with that. Just not really worth going through all that. They're probably dirt cheap though, but it is what it is. This thing, I'm gonna put some miles on this thing. Next time we go into it, I'm gonna drive it. It's got full license, insurance, everything's good on it. So we can hop in and go. Definitely don't want to leave home without the laptop though on this until it proves itself a little more. So that's gonna be it, guys. Also ordered the AC for the shop. We got the Mr. Cool ductless mini split. Decided on that. So heat pump and then AC all in one. Will the heat pump heat this place in the winter? I don't know, maybe. We'll have it pretty insulated, maybe. It'll definitely cool it now, so we gotta start putting insulation in ASAP. That thing will be here this coming week. That's it. Have a good day. We'll see you later.